Hi Capricorn, this is going to be your general reading in regards to what wild-like instinct should you be acting on this week. This is usually that energy where, oh, I like that card, where people tell us to not act on this because it's too different, it's too weird, it's too this, it's too that. And it's like, usually we don't end up acting on this energy all because of what other people will think. We don't want to stand out. We don't want to be different, but like secretly we do. We're all different. We're all different. Just going through very, very similar storylines, experiences. This is what brings us together. Anyway, so I would truly check to see where Uranus is in your natal chart. This is that energy that's going to make you rebel. And I don't mean like, let's rebel. I mean, rebel in the sense where it's like you need to step into the essence of who you truly are. And you're feeling a wild-like instinct for a reason. You're meant to. You're meant to embark on that. You're meant to roll with that. You're meant to, whatever this is. Usually people take us away from this energy, you know, especially parents, out of fear. They don't want us to be different. They don't want us to be treated poorly because we're different. They don't want us to have a hard life because we're different. It makes sense, you know, I do get it. So usually they don't do this water guardian, connect with your emotions, dream time creation. It's not like they're doing it to hurt us, is my point. They're doing it to protect us. But unfortunately, it takes us away to who we really are. But that's intentional. It's part of the journey, you know, to eventually get in touch with this, but during your soul's timing, when it's right for you. So we have dream time creation, water guardian, connect with your emotions. Okay, so I'm going to channel, I'm going to see what wild like instinct, energy should you tap into this week and actually act on. All right, so let's see. There's a message about seeing, like take away your fears, take away whatever may be holding you back, and just see the light, the brighter side to whatever it is that gets you going. Whatever gets your passions, you know, flowing. Because I'm seeing something within you where it's like you're feeling something, you're seeing something, and it makes you feel really good, but you hold yourself back. Something about time. I'm seeing a guardian angel try to help you see something. Help you see something about your future. They're holding this crystal ball. So you may consider, so you may be getting signs, you may be getting synchronicities, and you may be like, no, like I can't do this. But it's like, whatever you're seeing when you're not wrapped up in your fears of this, I feel like you're being told, dream on, like continue dreaming because it's all real. Like you can make this a reality. I'm honestly seeing so much light. You may have difficulty with this. You may be thinking too much with your mind, and it's like you're meant to connect with your heart on this. So I would think about, so to get into that energy for somebody who's an overthinker, like I get this, but when you're too much the mind, you actually hold yourself back, ironically enough. It's too much logic to the point where it's not logical. It just isn't. And you can probably see this show up in your life because things don't make sense, right? Well, that's for a reason. You're not balancing out that energy with your heart. You have to see things through your mind and your heart. through logic and reasoning, but with your heart as well. This is what a lot of people lack and don't understand. A lot of people think that's too woo-woo, but the higher consciousness, the higher perspective would be to see whatever it is you're seeing. Building, you want to build something, you want to make moves. Okay, I get that, but I'm seeing a fox howl at the moon. So you need to stop strategizing. The fox is that's like that energy that's strict, you know, like I'm gonna open my eyes. Like the fox energy is somebody who keeps looking, like, think of a fucking fox. Think of those nasty fucking animals. Sorry if you like foxes, but you know, they're watching, and then they're just strategizing, and then, you know, they go after their prey like fucking assholes. So sorry. So what you should be doing is, there's nothing wrong with strategy. This is what creates this creation. This is what is creating your dreams. You're putting something, you're manifesting something together in your mind. But you're lacking this, connecting with your emotions to bring it to life, to manifest into the real world. So, sorry, I was really hungry. You just need to dive in. You just need to go for it. And that's why it's coming through as a wild-like instinct, because you're a fox. You look, you plan, you think. 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 When do you do? When do you just go like, you know what? Let's do it. But the fox energy is like, no, I need the plan. Well, what's your plan? Are you working on it? You see this? You're coming through. Where is it? I feel like this is you. Like, you're coming through as the fox, and you were howling at the moon. But it's like, you see the water over here? You're meant to step into this energy of, listen, this is the best way I can put it. We're a human being, right? We have our mind and we have our heart. They're meant to be used together in a balanced way, in a structured way, right? You're about structure, right? You're the fox. So how do you put these energies together in the best use, the best form? That's what you're meant to figure out. That's what you're meant to get in touch with. You're lacking this. If you can't think with your heart, or if you don't understand that, and I feel like it's a hard concept, especially for people who use their mind more so than their heart to understand. It means you're supposed to have, it's the things that don't make sense in this life, the things where it's like we kind of just give it to God or whatever we believe in, the things where we're like, yeah, that was so weird. It's like you're meant to kind of like dip into that. You're meant to give that a chance. Believing in the things that cannot be seen. You have to go off of your intuition, your feelings. What is your heart telling you? Where does your heart guide you to go? Does your heart get ignited when you think of these things you're creating in your head? Can you imagine what it would feel like if you bring them into the material world? You're like not able to bring this into fulfillment because you're not coming off as balanced. If you keep just going off your mind, first of all, that's so fucking boring if you're just strategic all the time and mind and orderly and structure and blah, 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 blah. Like, go with the fucking flow. Going with the flow is like going down a path that doesn't seem logical, but yet it feels like it makes sense. The feels. What are the feels? And the reason the mind is so important is it's like you can't go too much with this. Then that's woo woo. That's too much. You need to put them together. But you're not doing that. You're just doing this. So you're just dreaming. It's all you're doing because you're not listening to your heart. Your heart's telling you to your heart's telling you to go for it. You're howling at the your heart is howling at the moon. You literally want something big, something, but it's like you tell yourself no, you restrict yourself, and that is literally the Foxer energy. You're doing yourself a disservice, and it's why you're not seeing anything. For someone who overthinks, for someone who thinks, you should consider this as a thought. Are you in touch with your emotions? If the answer is no, then this is not going to happen. And if it does happen, you're not going to be happy with it. So, that's what I got. I feel like it's coming through as wild-like because it would be wild of you to do something wild, thinking with your heart. Oh my. And I've been saying this in all the other readings because I feel like this may give you that wild-like energy. When you see the moon, it's been really, really bright this week. Keep looking at that and you could get messages. And it's really true. If you keep looking, something's going to come through. You're going to start seeing things. Those are visions. Those are messages from spirit. I would give it a try. But if you don't feel like it's up your alley, or you think it's weird, or you think it won't happen, or you're not capable, well, then you're right. You won't. So that's what I got for you. I hope that helped. And yeah,